I'd like to welcome back to the show from the Capital City Brass Band, Craig Britton. Hi, Craig.
Hey, good to be with you again.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you.
We were just talking before the show that there was only 1 year you weren't able to do this concert because of COVID.
Right, just 2020.
So it's a long tradition in the community to be able to enjoy the brass band.
Yeah, I think people are, think we're finally at that point where they're planning on this being part of their every holiday celebration. So,
and really the brass band is very closely associated with Christmas. Your history as a band draws a lot on the founding of brass bands and their connection to Christmas.
Yeah, primarily in England and Great Britain. Through the brass band movement really started in factories and mining communities, and people would play instruments, and that was how they got the recreation. But it developed to a place where the very best brass players were coming out of those factories and mines, and putting together bands that exist today in England that have been around for well over 100 years, and now they compete in competitions around the world and do very well. And we have too.
Has done that too.
Yep.
It's called the Capital City Brass Band, but you really draw greatly from the Jackson area in your membership.
I think right now about the band is 30, 32, 34 members with percussion. I think out of that number, probably 20, maybe just a couple more are from this area, from Jackson. So we have given some consideration to renaming the band, but we do like being associated with Capital City too. That's a nice part of the state, and so we get a lot of play with that. But we've given some consideration to maybe changing the name a little bit. So
well, you know what? I like the Capital City Brass Band, and I always say never change your name.
I know. I know. There's more trouble with that than benefit, probably. So that's why we've held back.
Well, this year we've got two opportunities to enjoy the band in Albion and Jackson.
Yep. Wednesday night we're in Albion at the Bohm Theater at 7 o'clock, and then Friday night at Bethel Church here in Jackson on Springport Road, also at 7 o'clock. And this is the third or fourth year we've been at the Bohm, part of their Christmas night out celebration. That's sponsored by Sterling Books and Brew over there with Jim and Stacy Stewart, and they're our sponsors this year. And they've just been great supporters, and the community turns out. People go out to dinner, then they come to the theater and have a concert, and it's just been something that's grown in the last 3 or 4 years. Of course, with a year off with COVID, but we get a pretty full house at the Bohm Theater.
Yeah, I was going to suggest for the Bohm, people need to get should get their tickets in advance.
Yeah, that is a pay concert, so it's $10 for admission. They can get them at the door, but they can certainly call ahead and order them too. And then the concert at Bethel is free. So,
well, we have a clip, and I think we went back a few years for this example of your great work from. What year, Brandon? 2017.
All right.
Capital City Brass Band. Awesome, a lot of brass.
Yep.
So every year, the brass band puts the concert on at Christmas, but you typically have a theme for the program. What about this year?
Christmas joy
I like that.
this year. We felt like this was an apt year to have that with one of our pieces is actually a piece of Russian Christmas music, and with the tensions over in that part of the world, we thought that was an appropriate choice, and so we just wanted to theme the show Christmas Joy this year. So there's a lot of Christmas marches, there's some jazz, there's some nice pieces that just kind of elevate people's hearts, I think.
Now you saw a drum set.
Right.
You've got percussion too.
Yep, full percussion, full slate of percussion. Usually a drum set's in the brass band just for pieces like that with the swing stuff. So we're doing one of those this year too. So
Now you, as a musician, do you have to learn a lot of new material for the concert?
yeah, our season generally is divided into, we have a spring season, which is usually a concert April, May. And then we go into summer with a whole new slate of music usually. We have 2 or 3 appearances. We did Jackson College this summer. We did St. John's up at the band shell in St. John's. And then we did a concert here at Redeemer Lutheran Church where I work in their grounds at the back of the church under the pavilion. So that was a great afternoon. And then we go into the Christmas season. So usually 3 full changes of music in one of our seasons with some mixing of, overlap, a little bit of overlap. So
Will you be able to buy any merchandise at
yes,
the concerts?
CDs. Can't have a complete Christmas without a Capital City Brass Band CD, and T-shirts. So those will be available at both venues. And we actually have a Christmas CD that's being sold this year, as well as some of the ones we've done in the past too.
Nice. And for the Bethel Baptist concert, free admission. Are you asking for anything?
Just donate, free will
Donations.
donation, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but free of charge.
Now the clip we saw that was from First Baptist.
Yes,
Church.
downtown.
You outgrew it.
Yeah, we outgrew it. So yeah, and you guys have been a huge help with that, with your recording of it every year, and so we appreciate that a lot too.
Yeah, our viewers appreciate it. It's, it's part of Christmas, really.
It is. It's becoming that for us, so we really, really appreciate it.
Well, you guys have a great show, and I look forward to being at least one of those
Yeah,
myself.
great.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You bet. From
All
the
right.
Capital City Brass Band, Craig Britton. We've got some other traditions of the